What's up guys, this is Prez. We all know that FIFA player stats are crazy accurate these days, but how do these players compare to the real thing? This is Kick, and these are the top 5 strikers on FIFA in real life. So at the end of this top 5, we're gonna rank these players by how we think their FIFA 17 stats should look. But we kick off with the 5th best out-and-out striker in the game, Antoine Griezmann. Virtual Griezmann gets an overall rating of 88 with a potential of 92, which seems fair for a 26-year-old, whose best years might be ahead of him thanks to a big move to either Manchester United or Bayern Munich this summer. His best qualities are his finishing, his dribbling, and his wicked pace. You just need to look back at the beauty he scored against Rostov in the Champions League for justification of that. But there's just a few of his FIFA stats we disagree with. The most glaring one is his defensive rating. It's only 30. Griezmann has averaged 1.3 tackles and 0.6 interceptions per league game this season. That doesn't seem like a lot, but for an out-and-out striker, that's pretty good. The Frenchman has also managed 0.4 clearances per league game, which is a lot for a little guy who plays up front and is not known for his physicality. I'd put that defending stat a little bit closer to 40 if it was me. Also, he just gets a 78 for passing, but he has a 79.4 passing average in real life this season, and he's all about those glorious layoffs. And that stat is just way too low. And you know what's too high? His crossing. When was the last time you saw him put a cross in? Exactly. On to number 4, he's one of the very best all-around strikers in FIFA, Sergio Aguero. The Argentinian was one of the greatest Premier League strikers of all time, and he has the best minutes per goal ratio in the history of the league. And it has been claimed that he's the Premier League's only world-class striker with 88 shooting, 89 pace, 89 dribbling. Virtual Aguero is a pretty decent reflection of the real deal, but there are a few areas where he could use a little tweaking. Firstly, his passing. He only gets a 79 for short passing, the same as Antoine Griezmann, even though Griezmann makes nearly twice as many successful key passes per game in real life. But the rating that needs slating is his pace. Come on EA, he's not an 86 anymore. This season, Aguero's form has taken a dip, and he's definitely not been using his speed to get in behind defenses. And his acceleration probably isn't worth an 87 either. Aguero is still world class, but he's not exactly pure Mertesacker in the pace department. But let's be totally honest, if Gabriel Jesus was fit right now, Aguero might not even get a game for Pep Guardiola's team. Number 3 might just be the greatest classic big number 9 in the world right now, Robert Lewandowski. Louis gets a very well-deserved 90 on FIFA with 91 for finishing and 85 for all of that dribbling he likes to do, and 82 for physicality. But he's a player who needs regular updates for his FIFA stats because he evolves and improves himself so damn much. Look how much bigger this guy is now since his days at Dortmund. The man's a beast. So he might want more than an 82 for his physicality, and he only gets a 78 for his vision, when he's become a master of the through ball. And what about 79 for stamina? Give me a break. The dude plays week in, week out, and he's as strong as an ox. But if there's one stat of Lewandowski's that needs to be bumped in this game, it's his free kick accuracy. He's developed into an incredible free kick taker with beautiful technique and composure. He's already scored 3 for Bayern this season and 1 for Poland too. He needs to be bumped a few points higher than a 76. Also this season, he's converted 9 out of 9 penalties. Virtual Louis needs to reflect how cold-blooded he is from 12 yards right now. In fact, Virtual Louis needs a higher overall rating. Give him like a 91. Number 2 is a forward that defies logic, science, and anyone who's ever doubted him. The mighty Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The talismanic Swede has scored more goals since turning 30 than before he was 30, and has truly silenced anyone who thought it was a bad idea to bring him to United this season. He's managed 28 goals for the Red Devils in all competitions, many of which were absolute beauties, and he averages 4.3 shots per game in the league. As the second best striker in the game, FIFA Zlatan is also a force of nature, with 90 for shooting and a massive 93 for volleys, with an equally massive 93 for shot power. Some folks out there think his overall 90 rating is too big, but we're not exactly buying that. He's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of striker who's carrying Manchester United this campaign. If Cristiano Ronaldo can earn a 94 by scoring fewer goals on a much better team, Zlatan is good for a 90. End of conversation. And that leads us to the number 1 striker in FIFA, a man who's guaranteed to ripple that digital net whenever you start him, Luis Suarez. In real life, his goals to game ratio is insane, and he always gives 100%. And he's virtually never injured. Despite being a very physical player, the man is a tank. In FIFA, 94 for finishing, 90 for shooting, 87 for dribbling all seem fair for a striker of his caliber. But that 77 sprint speed bothers me. His acceleration is great, but Suarez is no sprinter. A 74 rating like Zlatan or even lower might be better. Also, the Uruguayan only gets a 76 for strength. Look at how he bullies his way past defenders every week in La Liga. He needs that to be at least an 80. And that doesn't even consider how strong his bite strength is. And speaking about his bite, FIFA gives Suarez an 84 for aggression. Maybe that should be bumped to about 104? Alright guys, that's our top 5 FIFA strikers in real life. And based on their real world performances right now, here's how I would reorder them. I'm gonna knock Aguero down 2, raise Griezmann up 1, Zlatan stays where he is, Lewandowski +1, and Suarez top of the pack at 92. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.